Weekly Young and the Restless recap, September 16 to 20. Sharon spiraled, Kyle moved on, and Lily made missteps. It was a busy week in Genoa City, and the Young and the Restless recap for September 16 to 20 had its share of drama and unresolved problems for people throughout Genoa City. After Victoria Amelia Heinel and Cole J. Eddie Peck had in his suite at the athletic club, they reflected on their past, noting that things might be even better now that they're older. Cole told Victoria he planned to resign from Oxford and stay in Genoa City permanently. Meanwhile, Claire Haley Aaron and Kyle Michael Mueller tried to distract themselves from his parental issues in the GCAC dining room by bonding over fries and hot sauce. When Claire spotted her parents, Cole and Victoria, sharing in the lobby, she realized they could no longer keep their relationship a secret. Cole and Victoria joined Claire and Kyle at their table, leading to an awkward moment. The conversation shifted to Harrison Redding Munsell. Victoria and Cole were curious about Claire and Kyle's relationship. When the subject of England came up, Cole suggested a family trip, and Claire half-jokingly invited Kyle to join as a tour guide. After Kyle left to see his son, Victoria and Cole teased her about inviting him, but Claire insisted it was just dinner. Turning the tables, she asked if her parents were officially a couple, and they let her know they were taking things day by day. Later, Kyle returned home to check on Harrison and remembered his kiss with Claire, smiling to himself. At Daniel's Michael Graziadei, he and Heather discussed leaving Genoa City, causing tension with their daughter, Lucy Lily Brooks O'Brien. She said they were trying to escape their problems. Daniel left, and Heather tried to comfort Lucy, worried about worsening the situation. Meanwhile, Nick Joshua Morrow, Mariah Cameron Grimes, and Faith Raylancaster worried about Sharon case, noting her missed appointments and erratic behavior. Sharon wrestled with dark thoughts, struggling to maintain her composure as Cameron Lyndon Ashby urged her to act. She tried to resist his suggestions. At Society, Divin Brayton James and Abby Melissa Ordway discussed wedding plans. Phyllis Michelle Stafford interrupted to speculate on business matters, which was awkward. At the GCAC, Connor Judah Mackey talked to Adam Mark Grossman about Billy's Jason Thompson recent support. Adam reassured Connor. Chelsea Melissa Claire Egan visited Billy at Abbott Chancellor. She gave him cookies to thank him for helping Connor and apologized for their broken relationship, which Billy said couldn't be fixed. Meanwhile, at Sharon's place, Nick, Mariah, and Faith worried about Sharon's well-being, discussing how past trauma is affecting her. At Crimson Lights, Sharon talked with Daniel about the lingering pain caused by Cassie's Cameron Grimes' death. Sharon admitted she's been acting out and needed to focus on herself. Later, Cameron manipulated Sharon, pushing her to take drastic action. Elsewhere, Phyllis Michelle Stafford continued to involve herself in Billy's Jason Thompson business. Billy hired Phyllis as his second-in-command, but on his terms. Divin and Abby enjoyed a romantic moment under the stars. Claire and Victoria talked at Chancellor Park. Claire told her mom she was happy about her parents being back together. Victoria warned Claire not to expect things to move too quickly. Bess admitted that she cared for Cole and missed him when he was gone. Claire encouraged her mom to let go of the past and follow her heart. Meanwhile, Cole visited Victor at his office. Victor reiterated his disapproval of Cole's relationship with Victoria, accusing him of betrayal. Cole told Victor his relationship with Victoria was his and Victoria's choice, not Victor's. Despite Victor's objections, Cole declared his intention to remain in Victoria and Claire's lives, regardless of Victor's approval. At Abbott Chancellor, Billy bragged about an upcoming company launch while Phyllis arrived to accept his earlier job offer. They discussed her secondary role in the company, and Phyllis reassured Billy that she was ready to contribute her value and expertise. Billy agreed to have HR draft the deal, but Phyllis expressed concerns about the Odyssey 7 deal. Billy insisted it was a sound business. Back at the park, Claire talked to Victoria about her growing feelings for Kyle. Of course, Claire and Kyle were complicated since she worked as Harrison's nanny. Victoria encouraged Claire, but also advised caution. Later, Victoria went to Newman Enterprises. She proposed an alternative strategy to buy Billy out of Chancellor, suggesting it could benefit everyone involved. However, Victor wasn't interested in it at all. He declared he would take down Billy despite Victoria's concern for her children. At Society, Nick, Maria, and Faith discussed Sharon's unusual behavior. Faith explained that Sharon returned home late at night, packed a bag, and left without waking her. Sharon had texted to say she was attending a meeting in Madison, but Maria doubted the story. Faith feared she had caused her mom's departure by downplaying her concerns. They all felt worried about Sharon's sudden departure, especially after Nick mentioned Sharon had insisted on driving herself home. Meanwhile, Sharon was in a motel room with Cameron. He mocked her flimsy cover story, questioning how long it would last before her family learned the truth. Cameron reminded her that her actions were her own and that he was merely observing. Sharon was defensive. At one point, Maria called, but Sharon sent the call to voicemail, further frustrating Cameron, who accused her of setting herself up to be caught. At Crimson Lights, Lily, Devin, and Nate seen Dominic discussed Billy's latest moves at Abbott Chancellor. Lily felt confident her plan would succeed. Billy, however, believed that Lily was conspiring with Victor to sabotage a deal and reclaim Chancellor. He and Phyllis debated the likelihood of this and strategized on how to respond. Billy called Lily, and they had a tense phone call. Billy warned Lily she was making a mistake, but she dismissed his concerns. Billy went to Crimson Lights to talk to Lily, and Phyllis defended Billy against Lily's accusations. After Billy and Phyllis left, Devin and Nate warned Lily that teaming up with Victor could backfire. In the motel, Sharon began doubting her decisions as Cameron pushed her toward more drastic actions. She received another call from Mariah, who revealed she was outside Sharon's hotel room in Madison, causing Sharon to panic. Adam and Chelsea met at Society, where Chelsea shared that Connor wanted them to reunite as a family. They agreed not to give him false hope. When Billy and Phyllis arrived, there was awkward tension. Billy left for the bar, with Phyllis following. Adam commented on Billy's reaction and apologized for being insensitive. He acknowledged that Connor sensed something between them and confessed he had considered their future as a couple even though he denied it before. Chelsea was taken aback because she hadn't considered getting back together. Adam told her that the night they spent together in Baltimore was significant for him. Meanwhile, at the bar, Phyllis pushed Billy to open up about his feelings. He revealed that Chelsea and Adam had slept together. Phyllis suggested it might have been two parents bonding over their son's well-being and urged Billy to consider forgiveness. Chelsea stormed out after Adam suggested they reunite, and Billy confronted Adam, demanding to know what he had done. Nick visited his parents. He told him he was worried about Sharon, who had been lashing out and avoiding her family since Faith's accident. Victor advised Nick to intervene with Sharon's doctor, but Nick wasn't sure he should. Despite his reluctance, he decided to speak to Faith, Mariah, and the doctor. At a motel, Sharon avoided a meeting with Mariah, claiming she wasn't feeling well. Mariah continued to plead with her mother to meet, but Sharon snapped, accusing her of prying into her mental health. Eventually, Sharon admitted she hadn't gone to Madison as planned and intended to disappear for a while, seeking space from her family.